have a pretty cool interview lined up with a couple local guys here. John, Dan, tell me a little bit about yourselves. What do you got going on here?
Well, we started, it's a project called La Jolie Rouge Zine. We have 2 issues out right now. These are the 2 that we have. And what it is, it's a collaborative effort. What we do is we get, starting right now with people we know, where we're trying to get submissions from everyone. And we try to get people to write fiction, nonfiction, poetry, essays, whatever. And then we put it together and we disseminate it back to the community.
Okay.
That's what we have here. We do it quarterly. We started in April. The newest one just came out in July, and the next one will be in October.
That's awesome. Tell us a little bit, why start your own magazine? What, you don't like what else is out there? You guys decided you guys can do it better? How did you come up with this idea?
I don't think it's that we think we can do it better. I think it's, we think we can offer a different approach to it, a more intimate approach. We don't, from the contributors, we don't ask for anything except a submission. We're not asking them to put costs towards printing. We do the legwork on that. So they just create the work and submit it to us. We read it over, do a little fine tuning if we need to, but we like to keep it as it was sent as much as possible. And I really do think that we can focus on a community that larger magazines aren't focusing on.
Okay, and that as far as the poetry goes, or it's not just kind of, where to go to find cool shoes. It's more, like you said, a little more intimate.
Yeah, it's fiction, it's nonfiction, short stories, essays. It can be, we've had a couple of comedy pieces,
Cool.
Super hilarious. So if it can be printed on a page, we're absolutely non-biased.
That's great. And how did you guys come up with that name? It's a very unique name, the Jolie Rouge. Am I even saying that right?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
I've been practicing for a while. I just want to let you guys know.
Well, literally in French, it means the pretty red. And what it is pirates, long time ago, before there was the skull and crossbones, their flag was called La Jolie Rouge. It was just a red flag. That's all it was. And they would put it up when they were nearing ships as a warning that if they were to surrender, that there would be no bloodshed, hence the red.
Okay.
If they took too long or they didn't cooperate, they'd lower the red flag, they'd put up the black flag.
It's pretty intense. Nice.
And so
Very romantic.
Yeah.
The pirate theme, the underground theme is what we're kind of aiming to create as an underground community of writers. And so La Jolie Rouge seemed fitting because it is a call to action in a romantic way of saying it.
Okay, and what's your target demographic, I guess? What kind of people are you looking to reach out to?
Well, one of the main reasons that we started it is because these kind of things, zines, independent magazines, were pretty common 8-9 years ago when we were a little bit younger. A lot of people did them about music or something like this, poetry, articles. And that kind of faded away, and now it's sound bites with MySpace and Facebook and all these things. And we don't have a problem with that. We're definitely on these websites, but we feel that the communication that you have with not only your friends, but just the people around you has been reduced to 140 characters or a short paragraph.
Whether you spit in a text or a comment on Facebook.
Yeah, and so in terms of the community that we're trying to reach, I would say that we're just trying to find like-minded individuals that would like to have some more substance in the things that they read and participate in.
Well, that's really cool. Now, when you guys first sat down and thought, let's make our own magazine, was it a lot harder than you had expected? Is it a lot easier? I mean, how's it been going?
Honestly, I think it was surprisingly much easier. I think with the friends we have, the people we know, it's not difficult for him or I to sell people on a great idea that we had, and that's how it started. It was him and I just kind of sitting around and wanted to find a way to, we were already writing or we were already drawing. Why keep those in my notebook? Why not try and get them out? And plenty of people are doing that. So
that's great.
We're trying to, give people a medium to let other people see what they're doing and what they have to say.
Well, that's awesome. So you actually had the luxury of being around creative people who already knew this is what they were going to do, and they had no problem helping out? I mean, do you get a lot of entries where you're like, maybe not for this magazine, try, Vogue or something?
Not quite yet. We haven't received anything where him and I are just disgusted by it.
Okay. I'll say, so what's the thin line? Where are you going to draw your line at as far as creativity goes?
We'll find that line when that line comes.
When it comes.
Right.
It's you kind of just got to go with what you get, the submissions you get. So.
And we're not trying to be snobs about it either. I mean, if we feel that someone has expressed themselves fully, we're not going to try to be high literature elitists and block this or that. I mean, we want to put as much out there as we can receive. So as long as it's well written in the sense that you've explained what you want to explain well, then we have no problem putting it out there.
That's cool. And you had mentioned fiction or nonfiction. Mm-hmm. What are some of the topics that we might be able to find? Give us a couple of examples.
Well, right now, John's in the middle of a series on anarchy, really, and it's super interesting because you don't get that in major publications or outlets. You have your preconceived notions about it, so it's nice that John's taking the time to kind of educate people on it, whether they agree or disagree. It's still the education of that. And then, I mean, the fiction is all romantic. It's all whatever someone has in their head, really. Either they're writing about themselves or they're writing about a fictional world. Each author, I'm sure, has a different process of doing it.
Okay.
The most recent one that we have, the second one, this one with the Tesla coil on the front, is actually a bicycle-themed issue. It's something that we're very enthusiastic about.
Okay.
We just rode to Mackinac Island from the Boyne Highlands earlier in the summer, and that was one of the main inspirations for making this one bicycle-themed. So this one in particular, we have a local writer named Kurt Manette from Warren. He was riding down Stevenson and fell and broke his shoulder, I believe, and had to have it reconstructed. And
doesn't sound like a fun ride at all.
well, no, but he chronicles it in here.
Okay.
But he does it. He's a hilarious guy to begin with. I don't think he could be serious if he wanted to, and so his story is as comic as it can be for getting his shoulder reconstructed and going through all the rehabilitation. So this one is bicycle themed, and it seemed that most people associate that with more humorous articles.
Okay.
But
it's funny how you can just throw out a topic like that and try to get one outreach, and then you end up with another.
Oh yeah, it's a starting point. Wherever you want to take it from there.
Now, how can somebody submit, a piece of writing, or maybe not creatively, but maybe financially? How can they, visit your website or something? Or, how do they contact you guys?
Yeah, well, everything's free. It'll always be free. We accept donations, and everything can be found on our website.
Yeah, show it off.
It's Le Jolie Rouge. That's LeJolieRouge.blogspot.com. And on there, that's the main blog that we have. That's where you can find donation info. That's where you can find how to submit, when the next issue is coming out, anything else we have going on. That also has links to the Facebook and the Twitter if you want to follow those. Everything's right there. That's the central hub.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. And I know you're kind of into the writing thing right now, but I heard a couple TV ideas you might be throwing around here. Maybe overheard something. Might have to be shooting a pilot pretty soon here for the Warren Sophisticate.
The Warren Sophisticate. Yeah, last time I was here, I was in the audience, and I had an idea with Angela with the set over. There's a set over there. You're not going to see it watching at home, but it's very sophisticated. It's lounge chairs. It's ivy.
It's high class.
And everyone knows that Warren is the center of culture in the whole Midwest, at least. And so we were going to film a short segment chronicling the high class, bourgeois streets of Warren, Michigan.
I say we do. We'll get a couple sweet curly mustaches and
I'm on my way.
sit back, couple top hats, and just look at look through our monocles all day.
Maybe a cummerbund.
A cummerbund or two, a gold cummerbund or two, perhaps. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys coming on the show. Good luck with the magazine.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And again, everybody out there, if you want to help out, just visit their website again. And the best luck to you guys. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
And that's it for right now. We got Becca giving us the word in a little bit, and a music performance by Stephen Collier. More Spotlight coming right up. We'll see you in a bit.